guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. We're all smiles over here. I am Will Sanja, like asking a question. Will Sanja help you keep a smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm gonna try not to keep it long, but y'all already know if it gets good, I'm gonna keep on talking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to go to next today is by any means necessary. Get your miracle. Listen, I gave y'all a hint on the other day, talking about the man who had palsy, coming from Luke 5:18 and 19, how he was wet. He was in a cot on a bed, couldn't move, and there was two guys carrying him, and they was trying to figure out a way to get him to Jesus. Jesus was on the inside of a building, right? And inside the building was filled with people. And even on the outside, there was multitudes of people. They can barely move, but they were still carrying this gentleman who wanted to be what? Healed, set free, and delivered. And they were saying, how can we do this? And they heard the word of God being spoken by Jesus. And I'm quite sure the word of God ignited their faith, because that's what God said your faith is the word of God. God says faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the what? The word of God. So when they began to hear Jesus talking and teaching and preaching and healing and dealing in what? Inheritance, right? They had a strategy. Somebody came up with the idea that they could be Spider-Man, that they could climb on the side of the wall. And that's exactly what they did. They said, you know what? We're going to carry you, young man. We're going to carry you on the side of the wall and lift you up on the roof. And we're going to lower you in, which means what? They climbed a building by any means necessary to get this guy to his healing. And when you apply yourself in God, which means you're abiding in God and his words abiding in you, then God will give your faith strategic methods that when you move and you walk about to getting your miracle, God will give you strategic methods in order for you to do what? By any means necessary to get your what? Your deliverance, your healing, your financial breakthrough, your husband, your wife, those kids that you want to have, right? God will give you a method on what you should do. Maybe it'll come by a dream, but he'll have you over there looking like Spider-Man, climbing a wall to get your what? Your miracle. So listen, by any means necessary, but in order for you to have that mindset, by any means necessary to get your miracle, you have got to have your faith, right? Which means you have got to be rooted in the word of God. And when you're rooted in the word of God, then your faith will kick in and have you doing strange things, like climbing on the side of the wall, like raising the roof, like going into interviews knowing that you ain't got no type of degree, and you're saying, I'm here for the position. I'm telling you, God will give you a strategic plan on how to get your deliverance, on how to get your miracle. In other words, on how to get to him, because he has already performed the miracle for you. You just got to know how to get to him. And in order to know how to get to him, he said you got to allow him to be the lamp unto your feet and a light upon your path, right? Which means what? You got to allow him to guide you. That's why he said, lean not to your own understanding, but in all of your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. That's exactly what he did for the man with palsy. Those guys that were carrying him, he directed their path, showed them which way to go throughout the multitude, showed them, hey, listen, go on the side of this building and climb up, get to the rooftop, then lower him in to Jesus. And what happened? He was healed. So by any means necessary, you just got to ask yourself, how much word do you have within? How much word is abiding in you to cause you to behave with the by any means necessary to get your miracle? And when you find that you have enough word in you to do just that, then you'll find yourself acting like Spider-Man, acting like Superman, acting like who? Jesus. Moving mountains, walking on water, by any means necessary, receiving, getting, and keeping your inheritance that God has given unto you. I hope y'all got it, but if you didn't get it, rewind this thing and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have the magical smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Remember, by any means necessary, get your miracle. And that comes through your faith. And faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Speak the word. God said we prophesy according to our faith. If you got the faith, the word of God in you, then you can speak to the mountain. You may not even have to climb a wall. You just have to do what? Speak, and it'll be done. Listen, I gotta go. Y'all be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.